full power into, well, it's a crosswind now, but here we go. Oh! You see the shadow there? And they say vampires don't have shadows. Hello and welcome to HobbyKing.com. My name is Stuart, here for a flight demo on what most of you will recognize as a classic Durafly model. This is a very old, tried and tested, but very reliable and a very popular model still in the Durafly range. It is of course the Durafly Vampire. Now again, the point of the flight demonstration is mostly just to give you guys a reminder of models that you might not have necessarily looked at recently, but are still very much on our site and there to be enjoyed and there to be had. Now this is a 70mm model. It's designed for 4S and it's very lightweight. It's a pretty, well, it's a very basic design, and certainly in terms of construction methods it doesn't go together as quickly as modern EDFs, but it does go together using some glue, and once it is together it's very sturdy and reliable. Now this is around 1100mm span. It has retracts, as you can see there. All pretty basic, but they work. It's got steering on the nose. And whilst I've got it turned over here, I'm going to talk about some of the things I did on this model out of the box. It's not a Mod Tech Monday video because it's not really modifications, but just for the improving of aesthetics, I went ahead and painted this plywood tray here that you see underneath the nose steering silver to match the fuselage, and I continued the red of the nose to paint this part of the plastic part of the nose gear. Just helps finish it off just a little bit more. Also the landing gear plates on the retracts and the surrounding plywood, I painted that silver as well to match the finish. Again, just a few small little touches just to make it look a little more better on the underside. But I forgot one other mod that I did, which actually helped in the reduction of weight. Out of the box they are supplied with these machined aluminium fake oleo struts, and they're pretty much pointless in my mind. All they do is add weight and vibration because they're loose on the axles. So just take them off. You'll save yourself about 100 grams, which is 100 grams off the all-up weight, and you'll remove some of that excess vibration. But we're not really concerned much about how it looks because it's really about how it flies, and that's exactly what we're going to do now in this flight demonstration. It's not overpowered by any stretch of the imagination. That being said, it does push it along really quite nicely. Although, if you think you'd like to see an updated version of this with a new, more modern, more powerful EDF and motor, please let us know in the comments below, because that'll be interesting feedback to take on board. But for now, we're flying the D.H.100 Vampire in Canadian Scheme V2. Going to give you a flight demo of it right now. Let's go. Okay, now one thing my cameraman here, Andres, reminded me of is that it's actually an ideal first EDF model. It's very simple, it's very light, it's very forgiving, and well, as you said, you've flown these before, they pretty much fly like a trainer, right? It's
a true trainer, yeah. It's a fantastic model to start with on EDFs. It's
very basic in controls. There is no rudder on this, it's just aileron, elevator and flaps, and then of course gear. There is rudder control, well, not rudder control, there's steering control on the steerable nose wheel. And we'll give you a demonstration of that right now as we take it out and taxi into wind, although it's a little all over the place. But let's turn it around and put it on the long one there. Okay. Now, like I said, it's an older power system, so it doesn't sound as refined as more modern EDFs for sure. But you'll soon forgive it for that, because it just flies so well. Got a big airliner flying overhead, so I'm just going to let him pass. So I'm going to take off this way now, which is good towards the camera, not directly at the camera, of course.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, so there's the red of the nose with the bat face or shark face. I think it's a bat. Slowly apply power. Correct. Where needed on the steering, let it bounce off into the air, and it will do of its own accord. Now I only pulled like a smidge of elevator on that. It pretty much wants to fly, so it doesn't need much encouragement. That was full power takeoff. Now I'm on half power. I'll just cruise past for you for a second. Very steady. It's a relatively light airframe, so the fact that it doesn't have bags of power doesn't matter so much because you've got that light weight and wing loading. So I'm going to do a full power loop now. It will do that quite happily and keep them quite big. Power off at the top.
Is this really a 5-blade?
Yeah, this is 5-blade.
Doesn't sound too bad. I like it.
It benefits from a bit of balancing. That will take away even more of the unnecessary sound. Full power pass now.
Nice.
It's actually a great banking yanker. Remember, there's no rudder on this, but with ailerons alone it acts really well. Full power into, well, it's crosswind now, but here we go. Oh! See the shadow there? And they say vampires don't have shadows. Now look, you can do a stall turn with ailerons only. Point the nose up, hit the ailerons across, and you have a stall turn. Do another roll this way.
Yeah, sorry I missed it.
For the stall turn or the roll?
The roll.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we're back on camera. So I just exited it out of a roll coming downwind. Half power now. Well, no, it's about a third power.
There we go.
Cruising fast. And you can maintain that. Like I said, it's quite light. When it does stall, it's not so vicious. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm a minimal input from myself at this point. Again, this is just above half power. Very, very stable. Oh, lovely. And I tell you what, the red on the wing and on the nose really helps for orientation. Let's do a power off. It does glide very, very well, the design. Let's power off. One day EDFs will be that quiet.
Nice.
Just not today. That's the full power climb out, so it does run out of steam, but again, you can push over the ailerons to almost do a kind of like a hammerhead type stall turn.
The wing over.
There we go. From a man that knows his phrases better than I. Wing over. Now, speaking of wings and over, that banked almost like a Farnborough pass, which is not technically possible because we don't have a rudder, but I'll do it again this way, although it will be downwind. Bank across a little bit. Oh. You can definitely cut the grass with this model. And up we go again. Now I'll go power off and I'll mention the glide. Now I mention that again because if you are in an area where you have some slopes, you can blank off those intakes, take out the EDF, and the Vampire makes an exceptional slope soarer.
Really?
Yeah, really good. If you don't believe me, this is just a stall at this point. I ran out of inertia. Grab it with a little bit of power and elevator. If you don't believe me, I'll post underneath this a link to a very old video we did called Will It Slope out in Hong Kong. One of my favourite videos of all time, much fun to do. And we sloped an anniversary edition Vampire. First time I'd really sloped in my life, and it was incredible. So a real testament to the airframe design itself. Another fast pass, full power. Oh!
That was quick.
That's lovely. You've got to remember, it is only for us. I'm going to kick the ailerons across there. Oh, I would call that a stall turn, wouldn't you?
Fair enough, yeah, for a jet definitely.
Okay, high rate roll. There we go, and of course we go the other way. Pretty rudimentary, the sport flying on this, but it is a lot of fun.
It's just relaxed, you don't have to worry so much about it.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Now, I was even thinking maybe I could do a 6S version of this, but I think just a more efficient Forest would actually be lovely. Again, let us know, another stall turn here, just with the ailerons. Oh, I just made it.
That is a proper stall turn. Nice.
Right. So there we go. Don't need a rudder for stall turns. Yeah, so let us know in the comments below if you'd like to see an updated version of this. I've got some ideas of how that could be done. Not a massive overhaul, but something to improve the efficiency and the aesthetics for sure. One more pass this way. This is just a third throttle. Very nice. Still looking good on camera?
Very pretty, yeah.
Okay. And that's pretty much what you do with the Vampire. You bank and yank and you roll occasionally, you do some loops, but it's a lot of fun doing it. Now, what I will try and do is a touch and go, and let's hope it doesn't turn into a touch and no, because I'm going to do it on my belly. Actually, no, I won't be silly, because the grass is very dry. I'll get the gear down.
You can pull it off though.
I know it can, but maybe I'll just do a nice touch and go now, because my timer is getting low. It glides. The Vampire does glide. So I will apply some power now. There we go. Quickly put the gear up because my timer is coming to an end to reduce the drag. Keep as much inertia as I can. I'm going to come around this way actually. I haven't gone above, well, just a smidge over third throttle now. Oh, I was also going to show you guys the stall, so I'll do that very, very quickly. You'll have to ignore my timer. Alright, so I'm getting close to land time, so let's just quickly get it around, get some height, and I'll show you guys the stall. How are we looking on camera?
Beautiful.
Okay, so into wind, at least I think it is. I'm going to pull full up elevator.
It's having a bit of wind from the right. Yeah, you see
it. It just kind of mushes. So you just let go of the sticks, let it build up inertia. More power off now, I haven't even applied power. So a bit more power to bring it round to land. And I'll tell you what I might add on my timer then as well. This is a 3,300 pack in here. Gears coming down. See if I can land it a bit closer. There's a very nice stance coming in like that. And again, that red on the nose and wings working very, very well. Remember, it glides, so you want to start your approach in. And then you don't even need to put power on, just let it settle down and then flare, flare, flare. Look at that. Really, really is a pussy gun. See if I've got enough juice to taxi back. I'm sure I have. There we go. Very, very well behaved. Definitely not the most modern and certainly not the fastest, but you will struggle to find a 4S 70mm warbird, which this is. It's a fighter jet on the market, especially at this price and with the features of the retracts. So in terms of bang for buck, very, very good, and we have this in stock in most warehouses now. Do check it out, there'll be a link underneath this video. Thank you very much for watching this flight demo, and I'll be back with some more at some point very, very soon. Goodbye.